Coach, first scrimmage, first chance to see these guys outside. What are your general thoughts?
Typical first spring scrimmage. I told the team it reminded me a lot of in 2016 we went up to Oxbridge for our first scrimmage that year, and I remember defensively you have 8 days of practice and then you get there day 9 in a scrimmage setting, and guys start doing different things, and you saw that today. I thought our guys played hard. I thought our effort was good. Execution's a long way from being where we wanted it, and you could see being outside dealing with the heat for the first time. It took its toll, because it takes your toll mentally, and all of a sudden the assignments coming slower, we're playing slower, and it probably took us to the second half to get to the point where it became more competitive.
What were some of the highlights you saw on the offensive side of the ball?
Offense, like the way we ripped some runs in there on the inside, and then to me the thing the offense did well is they responded in the second half and scored a couple touchdowns late. Which was good for those guys to see, but they'll see this film and they'll realize that if we can get ourselves not to the point where we're beat before the snap, in terms of just understanding what we're doing, which is to be expected, it's all new, we got a chance to be dangerous.
What about on the defensive side of the ball?
Defensive side of the ball, again, we for the first time tackling, you're always concerned about tackling. I thought as the scrimmage went on, I thought our tackling was good. I didn't see a lot of run after contact. Did it for the most part, did a decent job in terms of not giving up big explosive plays. And then you saw some disruption, that we define ourselves by, which you should have in spring practice. Because a lot will be dependent on how our guys play up front. I think we had some guys that stepped up today.
Also an opportunity to see a lot of new coaches in this environment for the first time. What did you see from your coaching staff today? Yeah, well, that's been my biggest joy of spring, is just watching those guys coach. Because the more I see them in action, and then I see them teach, see how skilled they really are. But today's tough, because today you got to cut the umbilical cord. You got to put the guys out there and you got to let them go play. And sometimes, like I said, the first time in a scrimmage, especially when you're installing a new system, there's a lot of things that they'll be horrified when they watch a film. But that's why it's spring. We also saw what we think is a new uniform combination on the offensive side of the ball. How did that come about?
Yeah, we decided to ask the kids what they wanted to wear, and defense went with the all white, and offense decided, let's try a little something different. It's spring, got to experiment sometimes and see what it looks like. So we decided, we hadn't worn the black pants with anything other than the black shirt. So, it was a look. I'll leave it at that.